Hello and welcome to the Chartreuse Leprechaun. My name is Mark, your host, and I wanted to throw a quick intro out on the front of the videos you're about to see. They were actually recorded a little while ago in case I ended up with surgery on my arm or hand. We're preempting a lot of the content that we already had scheduled. It's going to interrupt some things, but I needed to not be doing anything on keyboard and controller and all of that for a little bit. So we're going to kind of space in a couple of episodes from this war of mine to spread out the content I've already got scheduled up. Wasn't sure when I was going to need to put these in, but I made the videos so that they would be ready. So with that, I will send us off to our episode and enjoy. Good afternoon and welcome to the Chartreuse Leprechaun. My name is Mark, your host, and as I'm sure you've noticed today, we've got my picture going on there in the corner. I wanted to show you how I have to spend most of my time at my desk. The left arm has to be propped. I can do this with a controller. I can do this with a pillow. Because if it's extended, then I get all the problems, or more accurately, the problems get worse in the fingers and the hand and so on. So they currently want to say it's carpal tunnel, but that doesn't really fit the description. So having a deep discussion with my doctors, to say the least. But anyway, because of all the stuff going on, I wanted to shoot a couple of episodes of this war of mine in the stories mode. We played the regular game sometime back, early on in, actually, I think that was like the second series we did. And that was fun. But I wanted to go into these stories because they're interesting. Like I said, the game itself is based on the siege of Sarajevo back in the 90s during the breakup of Yugoslavia into Serbia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, etc., Kosovo, and so forth. Father's Promise is quick. The Last Broadcast and Fading Embers, they're a lot more involved. They've got alternate endings. Father's Promise only has one ending. So we're going to take a look at that. And think maybe 3-4 episodes should be all we have for that one. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it. Give this a minute to load. And day one. Yeah. All right, so here's a pan of the particular building we're going to be starting in. It's got some nice puzzle parts to it, but they resolve themselves fairly quickly. Anytime you click on the screen, it accelerates to this, so you don't necessarily have to do the whole pan. I did most of it just because. Anyway, Adam's family failed to flee the city in time, but they managed to get by somehow despite the siege until one day Adam's wife fell ill, and without proper meds, Barbara died. After her mother's death, Amelia, his daughter, became completely withdrawn and stopped speaking. Then she fell ill. One night an explosion shook their tenement house, but fortunately they survived. Adam carried Amelia to the other wing of the building, desperate to save his daughter. Now you remember in the pan across there were two sections to the building, so you start only able to work in the left hand side. So just so you've got a little perspective on that. So he's trying to save his daughter, which is what a good parent should do whenever possible. It's not always possible, and there's a lot of psychological stuff that goes off anytime something like this goes on, but it's really bad in a war zone. So we're going to pick up the story right there, and we'll zoom in a little bit here. Everything will be all right, Amelia. We'll be safe here, I promise. And, oh, interesting. It's been a while since I've played this. You can't accelerate these blurbs. Many times you can, simply by clicking on the screen. Please rest now. You need to regain your strength. I will look around the house and see what I can find. And I'll be close by. Don't worry. I'll check on you soon. You should rest now. Okay. And, yeah, clicking cannot accelerate that. Okay, so now we get to tell Adam to do stuff. Now, as a refresher, the hands are places where stuff is. That's a rubble pile that you need to dig through. These are the icons for your refrigerator and your medicine cabinet. Currently, they're empty. Just there you go. So we are going to start at the... Yeah, we're going to start at the bottom. What the heck? You can double-click to make him run. You can right-click to make him run, too. Either one works. And in here we have some parts, some stuff. Okay, we'll grab all of that. And now we'll come up here. Don't want to dig through the rubble yet. We need to. There's stuff in there we need to get hold of. But for right now, we're just trying to find out what we have ready access to. Some more parts, and that hand is a chair. I can run up there and sit in it. That's a radio icon. I can run up there to that. Let's just keep scavenging. We'll send him upstairs. There we go. What's he finding here? We get water and a transistor. Okay. And we get a lockpick. That's always nice to have, because to get anything in here, we got to get through that door, which needs... Oh. Let's see. Perfect place to build a makeshift bridge. It could reach the old apartment. Maybe there's stuff to salvage. So now you know what that was. So let's pick this lock. You do have, once you build a workbench... I think it's the workbench. No, actually it's this. Once you have enough parts, you can actually build that bridge. But it doesn't let you have enough parts to start with. So, and more water, more wood. Okay, and we'll head up here. We can actually get to this one. We can't get to that one because we do not have a lockpick yet. So, ooh, we got another lockpick. Well, I stand corrected. Do we need it anywhere else? No, we do not. Okay, then let's go ahead and pick that lock. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've played this one. I remember the basics of this particular scenario. Oh, we got food. Now we need a stove. So 10 water. That's awesome. Okay, let's see if we can make a stove. That would be cool. Then we can cook food and feed my daughter, who will presumably not die. We can make a stove. Or we can... Ooh. Again, we're back to this game, and this game is all about choices. So we're being given the choice of making a stove to cook food or a workshop to make tools. If we make tools, we can possibly get a shovel to get into the basement and find the stuff in there. If we make the stove, we can presumably cook food if we've got enough wood left. So, yeah, this game, again, is still all about choices. So, we don't normally get enough stuff to be able to make the stove this early. We actually want to come back down here. Come on down. Let's see if we can make any firewood. We can. So, we're going to need 2 to make a meal. We have enough water. So this is good. This is good. So now we can go... I think we'll be able to get this done today. May even be able to get a little digging on all of that done. Let's head upstairs, make the stove, cook the food, feed Amelia, and that... Well, we'll see where we get to. We may have some extra time left in the day to at least start on something. Excuse me. And there's not a way to speed up the building process, so unfortunately we're kind of stuck with the way this works. There we go. Now let's cook some food. We can do that. You have 2 icons here. One is if you only have meat. The other is if you have, this one is if you have meat and vegetables, which we do. So it is 1 meat and 5 water to make a meal if all you have is meat. 1 meat, 1 vegetable, 6 water if you have both. So we're going to make both. And then we're going to run downstairs and feed Amelia. There we go. See the little icon popping up? She wants some loves. Actually, what she wants is a toy, which we don't have yet. Presumably we'll find one. So let's go feed her real quick. There we go. Click over to Amelia, severely ill, but we're going to feed her because, you know, you make sure people who are sick get well fed, because a well-fed body maintains its health better. So, no big shocks or surprises there. 5:20, and remember, you have until 7 o'clock to do whatever it is you're going to do, and then it's going to roll you into the night where you scavenge, you guard your house, you do whatever. So, for an hour, we're going to come down here and dig on this. If you watch the previous episodes, then you'll know that it takes a couple of hours to actually dig through one of these rubble piles without a shovel. It's either 2 or 3 hours. I do not remember for sure at the moment. But I believe that is correct. Oh, I stand corrected. You have until apparently 8 o'clock. I thought it was 7. Okay. And one of the things you need to keep an eye on up here in the left-hand corner is the time. That's the time of day, obviously, and the temperature, which I have in Fahrenheit. You can click on it and it'll change to Celsius, centigrade, whatever you want to call it. All right, can't leave Amelia on her own. What if someone comes to our shelter? I need to protect her. So it will not, while you have locations you can go to, theoretically, the game says you can't get there because of the fighting. The actual truth is it won't let you because you got to stay home and guard your child. So we're going to stay home, and it's going to go straight to day 2. All right, it was calm. Nothing happened. Let's hope it doesn't get worse. Echo of distant shots and artillery and so forth. Happy times. All right, so we are going to send you back down. Where are you going? Oh, you're going back up. Oh, that's right. He goes up to the radio and sends out a broadcast. Anyone, please, anyone respond. Apparently he's got a 2-way radio, which is interesting. My daughter is very sick. We need bandages and meds. So the desperate plea of a father trying to care for his daughter. Well, like I said, the stories are interesting, but they do have a dark tinge to them. I don't remember if I said that when I started this one or not, but I know I said it when we were talking about it in the original series a few months back. So if you haven't watched those, by all means go back and watch them. I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description below, and there'll be a little bit getting through that. I believe we get, I don't remember, is it today or tomorrow that the guy who does the trading shows up? I don't remember. There we go. We made it through. Oh, he does show up today. So, we want to grab... Ooh, we got another lockpick. Outstanding. And we got... Hey, we got the toy. Outstanding. Sometimes it spawns there, sometimes it doesn't. I've played this through a few times back when it came out, I think, or shortly thereafter. Sometimes the toy is there, sometimes it's not. It's really strange because you get the icon saying, give me the toy. It's interesting. Let's check out his goods real quick. Yeah, what we need is materials and wood, and we pretty much got everything else. He does not have medicine with him right now. So we're going to say not interested, and we're going to come back, and we're going to say, hey, my daughter's sick, I need meds. And this one you can accelerate by clicking, by the way. Oh, you're the guy from the radio. Yes, do you have any meds? Meds are hard to come by, my friend. I beg you, she's all I have. I'm not armed. I just want to trade, but that's back before. All right, I'll do what I can, but I can't promise anything. I nearly got shot on my way here. So he's going to head off, and we're going to go back inside, and we're going to give Amelia her toy, because that will, make her happier. And hey, check out what I found, kiddo, a plush doggy. Yeah. There we go. Look how cute and cuddly it is. Make it nice to your child. Why don't you take care of him while Daddy takes care of you? That's awesome. That's whoever wrote the dialogue did good. It is written to read, not to speak, though, and there is, strangely enough, a difference. If you've never thought about it or never worked with both. A letter from the wife. Adam, even though things have never been great between us, we're always brothers. Excuse me. We're still brothers, and you're too proud to come live at my house when yours was destroyed. At least be reasonable now. There have been talks of a humanitarian corridor opening soon. People with children are prioritized. Amelia's our only chance for getting out of here. Don't you want to save her? Yeah. Completely forgot about the letter. My damn brother. Yeah. He's not happy with his brother, obviously. Let's see. Do we have any? We do not. We made our choice. We are way short on materials. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Well, we might as well go dig this out then. Or get started on it. If only I had a shovel. Yeah, we might have been able to make one. No, actually we wouldn't have, because we still don't have enough materials to have made a shovel, even if we made the workbench. I believe we end up with enough to make a couple of lockpicks, but other than being a trading good, not much value in them. I say trading good at this point in the story. That's all they're valuable for. And from what I recall, there aren't any later either. I don't remember if there's any locks to pick. But we'll have to find out. We'll see that together. I thought the guy came back with the meds today. Maybe it's tomorrow. Don't recall for sure, but we'll find out. Excuse me. And alright, let's see what's in this. Oh, he does come back. That's awesome. We get some, but we need 10 to make that workbench, so we didn't get enough. Let's go see what we end up trading this guy to get meds. It's going to be a lot. I just know from previous game mechanics that medicines are expensive in trade. So he gets that. He's got that. So we'll give him that. And we'll give him that, which is not enough. And we'll give him that. Oh, he's really not enough. We'll give him that. Oh, okay. We'll give him that. Oh, my. Oh, there we have a deal. Yeah, it costs nearly everything to get those meds. Meds are not cheap. Neither are these, I guess it's the game equivalent of an MRE. We could get 2 more food, but there's not, if we did, we wouldn't have enough left to be able to cook and eat it. So we're kind of stuck with what we have. So we'll call that a deal, unfortunately, and we'll call that done. And he's going to go. He'll try to visit again. And we'll send you upstairs to give her the meds. Yay, meds. And the thing about, food, because she keeps coming up with the icon to eat. The thing about food is you really only need to eat about every other day. You do. I don't remember if feeding her a lot early makes a big difference. The end result for him remains basically the same. So, it's not fair. Mommy isn't with us anymore. Yes, I know. A lot of dialogue going on there. We'll go ahead and feed her one more time. And you may be hearing something that sounds like a buzz in the background. That's actually my dog snoring. Yeah, or one of our dogs. I think that's Alaska. Nice little 20-pound Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. And again, you can't go anywhere because of the fighting, but as we know from the previous one, you can't go anywhere because you got to stay and take care of your daughter. Day 3. Alright, another calm night, and not a whole lot we can do at this point. He's going to do I'm going to go to the radio. Can anyone hear me? My child is sick. And it won't let me accelerate this. I need help. Someone please answer me. No help there. Alrighty. Well, what was that magnifying glass? Oh, a picture. That's one that his daughter actually drew. That's an Amelia picture. Not bad for child art, to be honest. We're going to let him sit down because if I remember correctly, the brother shows up at this point. Actually, no. We're going to go ahead and claim that rubble pile over there while we're waiting. At least do something productive, right? Because we've explored everywhere. We've opened all the containers. We've gathered all the goods. We've fed Amelia. No. You finished that. Oh, there he is. I thought the brother showed up today. Okay, so we'll zoom in on that. And here we go. Talk to the brother. So, not you again. I told you already. Adam, grab Amelia, let's go. She's our ticket out of here. The humanitarian corridor I told you about. We're in luck, brother. They prioritize parents with children. She's not your ticket. She's my daughter, and there's no way she'd survive that in her current state. I'd have to carry her, make frequent stops. They'd kill us before we get anywhere. Always a pessimist. I'm sure she'll make it, and she's our only chance out of this hell. Listen to yourself, willing to risk her life like that. I just want to get us out of here, man. Don't you want it too, and for Amelia to be safe? If you're too scared, I can take her myself. Listen to me carefully. You touch her, I will kill you. I don't want to see you here again. And there goes the brother. All right. Well, that was fun. He's worried about his daughter's well-being because she's severely ill and she might die on the journey. But the only way out is that humanitarian corridor, if it's real, and we know from news reports and survivor reports of all kinds of wars that it's 50-50 on whether things like this are actually real and can be trusted and will actually work for you. It happened in Cambodia, it happened in Vietnam, it happened in Yugoslavia, it happened pretty much everywhere. It's the sad truth of war that civilians get hurt a lot, and they suffer, I don't know about the most, because of what soldiers have to deal with in terms of their mental health and so forth, but it's a lot. I guess maybe it is they suffer the most because there's more of them than there are soldiers. 1 million people in a city, 50,000 soldiers, the 1 million people is going to suffer more because of, the mortar shells and the stray bullets and so on and so forth. So I guess that would be true. Had to think that one through. All right, so not a lot going on, not a lot left. Is there anything we can make? Don't think so. Nope. Could do firewood, all right, so we're going to go sit down. That may be coming through. That's one of my big dogs out in the backyard. We have I don't know if I've discussed or not, but we actually have 5 dogs in the house. 3 of those 20-pound Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. One was a rehome from a breeder. One was a rescue. One we got as a puppy. And then we have a Rhodesian Ridgeback Australian Shepherd mix and a Border Collie Black Lab or Belgian Sheepdog mix. It depends on who you talk to as to what they want to claim that one is a cross between. But yeah, it's an interesting mix around here. And boy, when they light up, it is loud. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're going to go love on our daughter. Hey, Munchkin. I'm sure all your friends are okay. You'll see them as soon as the fighting is over. And you can't accelerate this. I don't know who timed it because you can read it a lot faster than that. But it is what it is. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end the day. If you recall from our previous playthrough, anytime you click this, it automatically moves you to the night. And we are unable to go anywhere, so we're going to stay on guard. And day 4. All right, this is where it gets dark. Days of watching over Amelia without rest have taken their toll. Adam passed out from exhaustion. When he regained consciousness, he realized the bed was empty and Amelia was gone. Not a fun scenario. So he's going to wake up and go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, where's my daughter? Which, it's a war zone. It's a frantic environment. Everybody would do that. Or at least I hope everybody would do that. There are some parents that, it's sad to say, but they do exist. There are parents that don't care. They'll do all kinds of things rather than take care of their children. It's bizarre, but it happens, and we all know this. And anyway, I won't belabor that point. So he's now going to start wandering around and doing some searching. So there's no signs of a struggle. So she knew who took her. Quite common, unfortunately. That's the bed. That's the chair. All right. So we want to run down here and check out this one. And we have footprints of a grown man. My brother did this. I need to pay him a visit. So we shall run. There we go. Off the map. And the night. So we now get to go certain places. And they are, to a certain extent, story-driven. So we have 2 ways to play this. We can gather up stuff to be able to do things around the apartment, get a workbench going, get over to the other side of the building, all of that. Or we can follow the prompts to go find Amelia. So he mentioned that my brother did this, so he wants to go to his brother's house. So let's follow the storyline. The other part of the problem is, if you remember from our previous playthrough, when you're alone, people can, whether you're alone or not, the sole player, the sole character, people will break into your apartment and steal your stuff. So the question is, do you leave it there with the risk of it being stolen, or do you take it with you and reprioritize your stuff as you gather it in the next location? Again, this game is all about choices. I hammered this point a lot in my first playthrough in just the standard game. But it's true. It doesn't matter whether you're in the stories game or the little ones where you get to have children in the game, the regular game, or whether you're just playing the generic original game. The choices, they're not easy. So we are actually going to follow the story here, and I'm going to take everything with me. So let's go look for Amelia at my brother's house. Here we go. And we're going to come running in, and nobody's home. Brother, are you home? What do we have here? We get nothing. Okay, let's go on. And there's a piece of food. Okay, so we're gonna just dump all of our stuff in there and use that as a gathering point. It is a good idea to pick a location wherever you're at and use that to just consolidate all the stuff you find. Let's see, we want to do this. Another side note, there's an exit usually on each side of whatever location you're at. There's that exit point, and there was one back over here when we were over here. It's the farther away you are from stuff, the less likely you are to be able to see it. Oh, there it is. We got a little closer, it was right there. So, drop all of that in there. Head upstairs. Amelia, are you here? He's screaming. He wants to find his daughter. Don't blame him in the slightest. And let's get over here. And pile of letters, none from people I know. Some mention of the humanitarian corridor. Having trouble talking again today. Maybe you'll find something that can lead me to where he took Amelia. Okay. And we got another eyeball thing, which means we need to take a look. We're doing it tonight. Government forces have finally listened to the UN. Opening recorder. Road DL1 is supposed to be safe for 24 hours. We can finally get out. You know the meeting place? G. P.S. Please make sure to stop by your pharmacy on the way. We need all the meds and bandages we can get. We have many sick and wounded children. That's a clue. That's where the game wants us to go next, would be the pharmacy. So, which, I may be wrong, but I seem to recall that's his brother's business, maybe? I think I remember that correctly. And we will drop everything in here. And let's go see what's in the basement. If anything. Oh, need a saw blade and a pick to get over there, so we're not going to get whatever that is, which I assume would be valuable. Probably food or medicine or something along those lines. That's usually what you find in behind those locked areas. And I'm skipping over some of the dialogue boxes because I'm kind of talking through them anyway. Alright, so let's take a look here. We need 12, 13. If I remember right, it's 15 of these to be able to make the bridge to go check out the other side of the building. We'll take that because we need to eat. We'll take that because, well, we need to eat. Let's see, and take that because I don't remember what else we need. We'll take those because we can make lockpicks. Oh, I don't remember what we need in terms of weapons parts. Tough little choice. It's always about the choices. Technically, we only need 5 water to make that meal. But we're going to take the whole thing because it fills an entire storage slot. You can get 10 water in one storage spot, 2 wood, 4 of these, and so on. I think it's 8 cigarettes, I think. I don't remember now. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just fill up on wood. All right. Let's go back to the apartment. Because we have gotten everything out of there. And day 5, here we go. All right. And he was searching for supplies, and he came back with this. The thing about that screen, if you remember from our previous playthrough, that lists all the stuff you brought back other than what you left with. So the bonus footage that I had on the finale episode for our regular playthrough talked about that. If you take 5 of these materials and you come back with 18, it's going to tell you you came back with 13. If you left with 3 food and you came back with 4, it's going to tell you you came back with 1, because that's the extra that you brought back, but that's what you found. Okay? That's what that means. So, but I think with that, we're going to call this an episode. This is going to be, it's going to be relatively quick. 3, maybe 4 episodes is really all we're going to get. And the other thing is this game always saves at the day point. So start of day, where we came into the building right here, is where we're going to pick up in the next episode. So once again, I want to thank you for your time. You chose to spend it here at the Chartreuse Leprechaun. We appreciate that. Your time is valuable, and we're very grateful you chose to spend it with us. Whether you like what you see here or not, we'd love to hear from you. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you didn't like, what kept your interest, what lost your interest, all that fun stuff. And please subscribe. Set yourself up for notifications as well. We'd love to have you along for the journey, along with anyone else you know who might enjoy the content here. But with that, my name is Mark, your host here at the Chartreuse Leprechaun, and I want to wish you a great day, a great week, and we'll see you here next time on the Chartreuse Leprechaun. Bye-bye. Did I go the wrong way? I did. Oh, that's fun. I just went 900 meters in the wrong direction. That was where we wanted to go. Well, fantastic.